115, so full throttle, pin. Yo, what's up, Block fam? I am now hopping on a 2025 Indian Challenger. We're kind of running gunning it. I spent the first day on a Power Plus 112 Indian Chieftain, but now I'm gonna jump on an Indian Challenger, but it's got the Power Plus 108, but it has a stage 1 and 2. It's got an exhaust, an air cleaner, and it has cams in it. So I'm pretty excited to give this a try. The style of the Challenger is so nice. You could see all the inspiration Indian did because they had mentioned they were inspired by classic American muscle cars, so you could definitely see that in the line work in here. Looks like the upgraded adaptive headlight. All the details, it's got the blue paint, inverted forks, dual disc front brakes, Brembo calipers. Here's what the motor's looking like. You got the bags on both sides with plenty of storage for my Blockhead hat. Had the blockheadmoto.com, scoop one of these hats up. I think they had mentioned to me that this one doesn't have the rider assist stuff. Looks like it does have these like mid handlebars, so that's super nice. You got the 2 analog and digital gauges up top, and then this nice big screen right here. These vents that are integrated into the front fairing, and yes, I believe this, you could tell, is the adjustable windscreen as well. This seat is very comfortable. I love that it's got the little step up in it, kind of nice on your tailbone here for a stock seat. It's very, very comfortable. This has the integrated speakers in the fairing, but this one, as opposed to the Chieftain, has at least your little storage compartments right here on the left and the right. That's really helpful to have like quick storage access in front of you. Pull this out, you got connections for your heated gear if you needed. This was the Chieftain that I just got off of. So if you guys didn't see that video, go ahead and watch that first with the Power Plus 112. Again, I'm jumping on this Challenger now, which is the 108 Power Plus with the stage 1 and 2. I will say I do love how Indian's controls are very user friendly. So right here you have your power button, you'll hold that, everything starts to fire up, and the switch that's next to it is your ignition. So you have adjustable levers right here, you have your cruise control that you can set here, this switch right here, pull it up, the windshield starts to go up, pull it down, and the windshield starts to go down. So that's super nice to have that adjustability in the windshield. Same thing, left side controls are very easy. You have your horn, your high beams, your passing light, turn signals, hazards, your music control, and your little toggle switch right here. On the back, you have a little trigger switch that flips between the pages. And on the right, you have your RPMs and then a little digital gauge. Over here, you have your speedometer and then the digital gauge underneath that's displaying the fuel. I'm a big fan of analog gauges. I just love when I see that needle going. Going over the screen really quick, you hit this one on all the right. That brings you up to your FM AM radio. If you select the one next to it, it's where you can connect your phone via Bluetooth or a headset, but I didn't do all that. In the center, you have your settings, so this is where you can pick your ride mode, your brightness, and all that. Button next to it is your GPS. Go next to it, it's another screen that you can flip through, and it's really cool because if you hit this little settings tab right here on the bottom right, it'll bring up a whole bunch of different widgets and you can kind of customize the screen. I don't want to overcomplicate my ride because this is my first time riding it. Give you my thoughts and impressions of just throwing a leg over this bad boy. I love the height of the bars. It's definitely up my alley. If you guys don't know, I am 5'6", 125 pounds. All right, looks like all the guys are going. Woo! Definitely a different experience with the bars being a little bit higher. I'm a bit on the shorter spectrum when it comes to your average riders, but the height of these handlebars are a little bit right under my shoulder. Now with the Indian Challenger, the front fairing isn't mounted to the forks. So as I turn the handlebars and lean over, the front fairing isn't moving, as opposed to I was just on the Indian Chieftain where that was fork mounted, and so when I was turning the forks, so was the fairing. So this is a fixed fairing. Very good visual real estate here with having like the screen right down there and the 2 gauges up there. Very accessible to my visual line of sight. And then look at this beautiful, beautiful scenery that's right in front of me. Big shout out to Indian Motorcycle for having us be a part of this ride. We are in the middle of the desert in Nevada, test riding these bikes. I really appreciate how, although Indians come with so much value with the technology, the performance, the styling, they do make it easy when you're down to the bare bones and just want to throw a leg over and just start riding. I didn't have to overcomplicate myself with all the features or technology. The throttle response feels nice and linear when you're in standard mode. And these Power Plus motors, I mean, there's plenty of power to be running around on the streets. Like, I mean, we're going 50 miles per hour right now, nothing crazy. But the twist of a throttle, you can hear that it just has power ready to be put onto the wheel. Dipping this bike over in corners feels nice, confident, stable. Doesn't feel like the bike is gonna go under me. And again, it's a big worry of mine. With these big bikes, they feel so intimidating, but the way that they make it, the center of gravity is distributing through this bike as I'm dipping into turns, really instills a lot of confidence. Oh yeah. There are a lot of bumps on the road and it's just eating it up. Bike is handling it just fine. I don't feel uncomfortable. Now that we are picking up a little bit of speed, we're like going 55, 60. You are getting so much coverage off of the wind because of this fairing. Blocks tons of wind well above my head. If you are on the taller side, you do have that toggle switch. You can then raise that front windshield a little bit higher if you need to. And it also has a little vent in the middle, so even on super hot days, you'll still be getting some wind through that coverage as well. All right, let's give this a little bit of a throttle pull, even though we're on standard. So here we go. Oh yeah. Woo! I don't know if you can see the RPMs, but on this bike, it's still putting down power well into the high RPMs, meaning 5, 6, all the way up to redline. I'm still pushing the bike and it's still pulling me forward. Love that. 2 places I really love to talk about suspension. One of them is right now when you're doing all these little curves and turns, but you're at high speeds. I am not a fan of when the bike starts to feel like it's giving out mid-turn. It really makes you not trust the bike, or you don't feel like one with the bike. For this bike to be as big as it is and be in a turn and feel that the bike is locked in and stable to the ground is a huge, huge plus. Plenty of passing power. Again, we're still in standard. I'm gonna switch it over to sport. Oh yeah, I'm gonna switch this over. So I'm gonna hit the settings button. Here's sport, click that over, let go of the throttle so it registers. Oh yeah. You could probably hear in the motor the difference. Oh yeah. The throttle responsiveness is massive in sport mode. Now let's go ahead and do some braking. I'm gonna throttle into them, front brake. Oh yeah, can't go wrong with the dual disc front brakes, especially Brembo calipers too. If you guys wanna know a lot about those hyper details about this specific Indian Challenger, we'll be sure to drop a link down below. With my riding style, I would definitely be in sport mode. Let me go ahead and flip that over to rain mode. Let go of the throttle. Oh my goodness. The power delivery and the throttle response in rain mode obviously is a little bit slow, but that's for good reason. If the roads were slick right now, I wouldn't want the bike to constantly be breaking tire at the twist of a throttle. So it's really nice to have that rain mode, especially someone like me who could be heavy on the throttle sometimes. I won't overdo it with the power if the roads were slick. Also, if you're maybe new to the bike, you could pop it in rain mode. That'll be a nice, sensitive way for you to get used to the bike. I'm gonna go back to sport mode. No need for me to be in rain mode much. longer than right now. Oh yeah, that throttle response, man. Got the governor kicking in around 115, so full throttle, pinned, can't go past 115, but plenty of power. But even steady at 115 miles per hour, not even that bad. Very comfortable, planted to the ground. It's a great bike. The braking is really nice, whether you're using the front or the rear. It has plenty of bite when you really need it to, but it's got a good feel to it where even if I wanted to give one finger into a turn and throttle through it, for example, if I was to do a little bit of trail braking right here, like, there's enough pressure that I could feel the modulation in the braking. But it also has plenty of bite if I want to grab a handful. The ergonomics of this, again, I'm 5'6". I feel nice and comfortable with my legs right on the floorboards. It's a good reaching distance. It doesn't make me lean too far forward. My back is nice and straight. Elbows still nice and bent. So it's a really good riding position. With also being short and having such a massive bike and front fairing in front of you, I could see plenty of everything in front of me and around me. The mirrors are at a good height where a good visual read behind you. Having all the weight of this front fairing doesn't feel like it's super top heavy in the front. It feels really nice. You can flick this thing all around. All right, we pulled over. We're doing some individual video shots. Follow car. We're gonna go up and down this street. After that footage, we're gonna go ahead and just close this video out because then we're only like 15 minutes away back from the hotel. Brandon Picasso up first. So let's see how this footage comes out. Yeah! Just finished filming. It's burned a lot of time. Sun is setting, so I believe we are heading back to the hotel. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video after I throw a leg on this bike. I do gotta get the footage from, maybe I think it was Brandon, where I just hit like a fat rolling burnout right here on this bike. Came out pretty good. What better way to do a nice rolling burnout than on an actual closed course? All right. The suspension is amazing. I feel confident in the turns, even all the little inflections in the road. Doesn't even bother me at all. Great performance on the braking, the performance with the motor, plenty of power. I pushed this bike all the way to the top end. I mean, it governs me at like 115. I don't know much about Indians and tuning and or the ECU or ECM or whatever, but I'm sure there's a lot of untapped power in this motor as well. But plenty that you have access to. The ergonomics of this bike, again, this one has a bit of the higher bars. I like it, it's comfortable. All in all, this has been a really great experience on this bike. It's my first time ever throwing a leg over an Indian Challenger, my first time riding these roads, first time utilizing the Power Plus motor platform. For a guy who's not normally into bigger touring bikes, I really enjoyed my time riding this bike. I hope you guys thought that this video was insightful. I want to close this video out before the sun sets. If you guys have any questions, please ask them in the comments below. And big shout out to Indian Motorcycles for bringing us out here into the desert in Nevada to ride the new Indian motorcycles with the Power Plus motors. And big thank you to John Blockhead for letting me take over on these episodes and going on this trip to cover riding these Indian motorcycles. Big thanks, bro. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that we're doing a good job. If you guys are not subscribed and you want to continue to see moto content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time we upload these future uploads. And until next time, guys, catch you on the next one. Ride safe, stay vigilant, peace.